I've got a question for AP, Reuters, Bloomber, and anyone else I'm about to mention here. Do you all get your news from the same source? Or do you all share the same writing staff? Take a look. These are the reports about China's 2025 GDP target right after it was announced at the two sessions. Let me read a few. Reuters. China sets 2025 growth target at roughly 5%, defying tariff pressure. Bloomber. China sets GDP target at about 5% despite US tariffs. AP. Looming trade war with the United States. BBC. Trump tariffs. Financial Times. Mounting trade tensions. The Straits Times. Yahoo. Market Watch. Tariffs, tariffs, and tariffs. I know that America's tariff war is all the rage these days. But is it possible, even just a little bit, that not everything is determined by it? I'm not saying that it's wrong to say that the tariffs will have an effect on the Chinese economy, but defining it by making tariffs the center factor is oversimplification and lazy. First of all, the effect of the tariffs is debatable to say the least. When they began in 2018, China's trade surplus with the United States was about $323 billion. By 2024, it had risen to $361 billion. So, thank you for the extra $40 billion, I guess. Perhaps it's good for everyone to remember that the United States is not China's only trading partner. The EU and ASEAN are both massive partners that rival or surpass the United States. According to research, China's export to ASEAN countries increased by 12% in 2024, and is the biggest driver for China's export growth. And the EU, well, let's just be nice and say they are hedging their bets.
China is a vital trading partner, and most of that trade is mutually beneficial.
No more de-risking from China, eh? And I'd like to point out that if people who wrote these reports had read the full text of the government work report, which I highly doubt, they would find that word tariff only appeared twice, here and here. And only one of them addressed the tariffs that these media are talking about. And what is said is simply stating a series of facts. Geopolitical economic growth lacks steam. Unilateralism and protectionism are on the rise. The multilateral trading system is experiencing disruptions, and tariff barriers continue to increase. That's it. That's the only direct mention. If they were to read the government work report, they would find that the major tasks for 2025 are mostly systemic issues: boosting consumption, stimulating demand, science and education, innovation, new urbanization, regional development, etc., etc. The tariffs that we are facing and these papers are talking about, in essence, don't even approach this level. It's a concern, yes. A challenge, perhaps. Is China adjusting its policies according to it? Sure. But that's only a fad. It's certainly not what China revolves around. Earlier in the year, at the Munich Security Conference, Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi quoted a Chinese saying,
任尔东西南北风，我自泰然处之，岿然不动.
The literal translation of that phrase is, any way the wind blows, we remain calm and steadfast. And that's not just applicable to Chinese diplomacy. It fits this as well. These media are neither calm nor steadfast. They make tariffs the centerpiece of everything, trying to see the whole iceberg through its tip. They're not seeing Chinese innovation swamping or surprising the world. They're not seeing industries from tourism to cinema generating billions in revenue. And they're not seeing that for the past decades and the years to come, China was and will continue to be the main driver for global economic growth. They have no idea what's really going on.